Hi Chris,
Tez!
how's it going?
Oh, going well, mate, going well. Feels like forever since we last did one of these.
Definitely been a minute, hasn't
It
it?
really has. It's just...
I can cough now.
You can
Now
cough
you
now.
finished this
Yeah.
spiel.
No.
And I can cut that bit out. The real reason is, he worked me so hard. I was in hospital for 3 years. My heart was playing up.
They knew Brett Young had walked into the building, that's what it was. Welcome to Van Sessions Volume 12. So, end of last year we had a few mechanical issues, shall we put them down as technical complications, and so we ended up just sort of having to go, we need to get a load of new equipment and we need to sort a load of stuff out, and we put Van Sessions on a pause. So what we also said was we were going to do Van Sessions on a 3-monthly basis, a quarterly basis for the year. So this is our first one for 2026. That's just...
I can cough now.
You can cough
now. You
now.
finished this
Yeah.
spiel.
No.
And I can cut that bit out. So the real reason, guys, Chris has obviously come up with some like absolute rubbish there. The real reason is, he worked me so hard. I was in hospital for 3 years. My heart was playing up. My hands, my fingers wouldn't work properly. I had arthritis. I had marks all down my back where he's cracked that whip. And I just needed a little bit of time to recuperate. So
A little bit of break. A little bit of a break.
isn't that the truth? 3 years in hospital. 'Cause of
Three
you.
3 years in hospital. Wow, that's a slight technical problem in respects of the time frame you're going with there.
Right, okay.
Just a slight.
So people might have seen me at gigs and stuff.
Possibly, yeah.
But
Possibly.
Do you not think I blend in?
Well, yeah, you're not the sort of person that stands out, are you?
Well, I wouldn't think so.
You just sort of in the background, just pop out at the right time, take a photo, and clear off again. Nobody even really knows you're there, do they? No. Right. Well, we've had absolute loads go on, really, haven't we? Let's be honest. Now, let's close off last year.
Right.
Because for those that weren't there, we obviously closed last year with our Christmas party, and we speak about it all year. And it was a different Christmas party this year, wasn't it? It was slightly quieter than what we've seen in the past years. Slightly quieter, but not necessarily quieter from our gang. Our gang came out in full sort of regalia and everything. They were all there giving it absolute large for it.
Yeah, it's good.
But unfortunately, we had a few rain off that were supposed to be getting up and jamming with us and singing with us and so on and so forth. So unfortunately, we lost a few that way, but we still had an absolutely great time, didn't we?
Absolutely fantastic. I loved every minute of it.
So we were at the Washington. It's where our regular Christmas party finishes for the year. It's there again this year as well, 2026. We're back there.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, December already. Well, once we get to that December, so that's our close down. We close down for the year. That's us done. We're finished.
Need to start planning.
We do need to start planning. We need to start seeing who we can get there. However, I think we've got a massive shout out to Leanne Wright, who came down and sang for us.
She did amazing, didn't she?
What a voice that lass has got.
Not
And
quite.
you got up and gave us a tune as well, didn't you? You
did,
got up and sang us a song.
Yeah, I sang two, didn't I?
You did. You did.
I sang one with you.
You sang one with us, yes. Yes.
Where I sang You Howled.
Yep.
And then I sang one of my own to a friend of the band.
A good
Terry.
friend of the band, yep. Yeah.
And we sang a really romantic song to him.
In case you didn't know,
Yeah.
beautiful song.
I know, yeah. And I noticed that a lot of people that were outside fagging it come running back in when they heard me singing.
They heard you singing, that was
They
it.
clearly thought that I was
knew.
Brett Young.
They knew Brett Young had walked into the building. That's what it was. They knew that in their hearts, their minds, and their ears. They could hear it.
But joking apart, it was a really good night again.
It was a great night, as always. Absolute superb night. So, yeah, massive thank you to the Washington, Stuart and all the staff down there. Thank you very much again for having us back for another year, and also again for this year as well. We're already looking forward to it. And you're right, we do need to start putting some plans in place of
little brief plans, yeah.
See what we can get going. Massive thank you to Leanne Wright. And if you get chance to see her out and about. She's only new to the scene. She came down to do a few songs for us, just to assist in getting her out there and seeing what it's all about. Because I think from an outsider's point of view that doesn't necessarily, people turn up, watch a band, watch an art. A lot that goes on in the background, a lot of learning new songs, even more so when you're just starting out. And it's one of those, people go, oh yeah, but you know this song, you know that song. And yeah, you might sing along to it in the car, you might sort of hum it or go, oh, I'm not too sure of those words, but it doesn't really matter when you're not necessarily performing it.
No.
So there's a lot of work that goes in, and Leanne's currently building her block of tracks that she's got. And,
I think the thing is as well is she's a little bit nervous, so people will know that when you're on stage, you don't give a monkeys. You just chat absolute
nonsense.
Shit.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, Andy will come on and he will chat absolute facts from the 1800s, the 1700s, the 1600s.
A full-on history lesson.
Full-on
Story
history
time
lesson.
with Andy Burr.
Yeah, absolutely. But Leanne kind of hasn't really got that. And so I think she has the bit of nerves because she hasn't got that in it at the minute. And maybe that's why sometimes she'll be a bit like, oh, do I remember that song? Oh, what's them words?
I agree.
And I've seen her a couple of times where I noticed she made a mistake because I know the song.
Yep.
But 9 out of 10 people would never know.
No, totally.
But she stopped and said, oh, I made a mistake there.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody, Leanne. Nobody knows.
Definitely. Don't
keep it quiet.
Do it. Don't do it.
So many mistakes he makes.
Oh, too many.
Jeez.
Too many to mention.
I stopped recording. I used to record the gigs to put music on YouTube, and I've packed in. It's a waste of bloody time.
A waste of time and energy, the amount of mistakes I make. Bung notes here.
I probably get 2 full songs out of the whole lot.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that it's like 30 seconds of that one and 30 seconds of that one and 10 seconds of that one and 20 seconds of that one. It wouldn't be so bad if I could get like a full song.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering
you've gone red, Chris.
I'm not surprised. It's not surprised. You're showing me up for the true unprofessional that I am.
The true amateur that you are.
Exactly. Yeah. So we closed the band part of 2025 at that, and then, as you've heard us speak about before in previous van sessions, we had our gathering, didn't we?
We did.
We had our gathering. We took over the number 4 pub, and we just, again, Tez and I, first through the door.
Absolutely.
Straight to the bar. The barmaid wasn't even expecting us to be anybody to be that early.
I think we were stood there for a few minutes with no one around.
No one at all. She was still setting everything up. So we just took over the number 4. We
did get there 15 minutes before opening now.
15 minutes before opening. Yeah, but the door was open.
I know, yeah.
So that's not our fault, really, is it? You know what I mean? Just, when it all boils down to it. Straight to the bar, drinks, and then pretty much we just went round to the pool table.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about it because I got beat at pool this year.
Oh, no, well, hang on. When you played against me, you thrashed me, completely and totally thrashed me.
Yeah.
And the only time I actually, because we always do a winner stays on scenario, the only time I got to stay on the table was when somebody potted the black for me. Hang on, though, we've got to give, we won't mention the names, but we do have to give a shout out to the young gentleman and then the younger gentleman, because obviously the hours we were allowed to bring in some of the kids, so some of our gang that's got kids, they brought the kids along, and it was his own child, so obviously acceptable on one hand,
yeah,
but he really did give a masterclass on how to play pool, really, didn't he?
He did.
And completely and totally thrashed his son. We called it character building. That's what we referred to it as being. But
no, you did. I put it down as bullying. You know, you've got to give the kids a chance, haven't you? You've got to show them a little bit of something. Beat them, character building, yes. You don't need to 7-ball them, do you? You don't need to do that. That's character assassination, not character building, Chris. But yeah, I want to get back to this. I got beat.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. So who beat you?
I got beat a few times. I got beat a few times, mate. And it took, I think it took 5 double rum and coke before I really got my eye in. But
yeah.
once I got my eye in, I did go 13 games unbeaten.
Yes, this is true.
But
This is
yeah,
very true.
early doors. I mean, I got beat. Do you know the thing is? I'll tell you what the story is.
Go on.
If I have my glasses on,
Yep.
I can't see when I'm playing pool.
So you got to take your glasses off.
If I take my glasses off,
Yep.
I can't see to the end of the table. No, the truth is, I was trying to play with my glasses on, and honestly, it's hard. I don't know how people do it. When I took my glasses off, my game improved, and it was the rum that got me
helped
over the edge.
improve.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was with you on the jack, but it wasn't improving my game in any way, shape, or form.
No,
And I can't use glasses as the excuse either.
Do you know the story of the Bible? Do you know there was a guy called Jesus came?
Was there?
Yeah, and he done all kinds of miracles, but even he couldn't make you be good at pool, mate. Even he couldn't, mate. I'm jumping a little bit here, but obviously your birthday. But
Yeah,
I know we're going to
to
come to it later
gonna
on,
come
but
to
obviously
that, yeah.
I came to your birthday do on a mission to complete a task, which
Yes.
I did.
Yeah, which you did.
I come home
And
the
you
next
did right
day
royally.
and I looked at my bank.
Oh,
Do you know how much money I spent?
I have no idea.
£200 on a night out in town. I've not got over it, mate.
I'm
Honestly.
not surprised. See, the thing is for us, I mean, obviously when we're going out and going back to our meeting at the number 4, once we all get there, it's just a gang, isn't it? And
Yeah, it's just like,
grab your drinks in, have a game of pool. I mean, obviously we do ask people to drink responsibly and not necessarily go nuts and whatever else. We do ask people to drink responsibly. Obviously, you know, we're not trying to say, oh, you know, go out and just get bladdered all the bleeding time. That's
I
not
do
what we're
not
trying to say.
remember anybody asking me to drink responsibly. I know you drank responsibly this year because you were at the hospital the day
I was
after
at the
for a scan or
hospital the
something.
day after, yeah. And they'd said that I wasn't allowed to drink or anything like this.
So you were quite well behaved.
I had to be. I had to be well behaved. I couldn't miss my scan, unfortunately. So I
But
had to
no
be
one
well
come to
behaved.
me and said, Tez,
Well,
drink responsibly, big man. No, I was getting the bottle's not empty yet, mate. So yeah, it were a really good day. And the thing is, it is once a year, isn't it?
it's once a year, and like I say, it's not like we're out every single night doing that sort of daft stuff. It's once a year. We all get together, let our hair down. The gang all comes together.
And there's
we
a
get to
big
enjoy
group. If
ourselves.
anybody does end up pretty drunk, there's a big group of us there
we
to
all
help
look
out
after
and
one
look
another.
after each other, don't we?
Exactly it. And that's
So leave us alone in the comments.
So, we then closed. Well, we had New Year round here, didn't we? We closed off the year entirely. Came round to yours, few drinks, sing along, chatting.
And even that were different this year.
Yeah, it was.
Michelle was at a party.
She was
with her dance friends and stuff like that.
For those that don't know who Michelle is, it's his better half. Better half. Yeah. Just you got to let people
Let's
know
just
this.
say half.
It's your half. That doesn't work.
It does.
It's your half.
Listen, there's no one better than me. So you cannot say better half. All right. If you do, get yourself up off that chair. You know where the front door is, Bonnie lad. But yeah, it was a quiet one, and it was all done and dusted by 1:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Everyone had gone.
Well,
Again, you had something to do, didn't you?
We had the dogs to get back to, and also New Year's Day we already had plans that we couldn't get out of. So obviously we then had to go and sort all that out as well. But I mean, we didn't want to leave the dogs with all the fireworks going off and everything like that, because that's just not fair on the dogs. Even though we'd left music on, we'd left the TV on, we'd done everything to try and obviously combat the noise that was going to happen. We know, and anybody who knows my dogs also know that Tez got some puppies from our dogs, and one of them, Stitch, the dad, will just go absolutely mental at any minor little noise. So obviously
they hear a midget fart and they're off, aren't they?
No, this is it. Gone. That's it. Shooting out there and barking and shouting at everybody and telling everybody what's going on, and they're there. So obviously being respectful to the dogs as well. So yeah,
Absolutely.
we
And
quite
obviously
early.
my friend Steve came to see me.
Great.
Which was really good of him.
Great
Thanks for that,
time,
Steve.
great lad,
You come up from Liverpool, it was a long way. And obviously you were going back that night, so just for everybody on the video, Steve doesn't drink. he just came along to sing a bit of karaoke and spend a bit of time with us, and then obviously he had that long drive back to Liverpool, and then Terry Lisa, they had Casper.
Yeah.
So obviously they needed to get him back and get him into bed. So
home, yeah.
12:45, it's all done and dusted.
For those that are not aware of Steve, Steve is also part of Visions by Design with the big man Tez. Obviously they go out and work as a unit that way. And Steve tries and makes it to as many gigs as he can. I mean, travelling from Liverpool either way, it's always going to be a slog to get to any of our gigs.
He's been to a couple, hasn't he?
But he's been to a few of them, and he always brings his camera with him as well. And
I think he will come again as well.
Oh, definitely. Look forward to it.
But there's news regards Visions by Design later on in this thing, and a few other things that we're doing.
Excellent. Looking forward to that part. So, that was 2025.
That was it. Gone. Done.
That was 2020.
Dusted.
Finished. Finito. No more.
Done. Now 2026 started quite quick.
It did for us, yeah. We have never, and I'm going to say at least since COVID, we have never kicked off gigging in January. January's always a quiet month for us, always a quiet month. But straight out the gate, it was like the 2nd of January or something like that, 3rd of January, we were straight out for a gig. Straight. And the bit that really amazed me is the pub was busy.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. I really couldn't believe it. Because obviously, I mean, I understand business. I understand how businesses work. And obviously, you've just had massive Christmas. You've just had your New Year. It's going to be quiet. It's going to be quiet. But I couldn't believe it. No, pub was busy. Shocking. Mind you, let's be honest now, it's a good pub. It serves great ales. Regular crowd going in. Yeah. People that might be meeting up after New Year because they couldn't see each other. So I can understand how, but pub was busy.
Though, wasn't it?
It was a great night. Great night. We had an absolute great time. But yeah, pub, couldn't believe it. Straight out, 2nd, 3rd.
Was there 2?
That was it.
2 gigs in January.
We had 2 gigs in January because we also brought on a new venue.
Yeah.
And funny enough, because we're recording this in March and this is going to go live in 1st of April, we're actually back at that same venue again, the same new venue again. And again, that was an absolute great gig. Yeah. Absolute superb gig. The place was rammed to the rafters. You could not have fitted another person in the place. Yeah.
So it was a very, very quick start.
It was really quick start. A couple of gigs January, the 1 gig in February, and then March. We're in March currently, and we've not got a weekend free. No, we're out every single weekend for March.
Busy.
I don't know what it is about March. Just really busy month. Mind you, it's just before the tax changeover, isn't it? You know, so...
Yeah, of course, yeah. All right, yeah, of course.
So maybe people are going... Well,
venues will get them in. And...
Yeah, we'll get them in.
Yeah.
And, we'll pay them and so maybe that's what it is. Maybe March is just a busy one, that way.
Been a funny one this year. We had a gig before my birthday.
Yeah.
We had a gig after my birthday.
Yep.
But last year, we had a gig on my birthday.
On your birthday, yeah.
So I just was a bit disappointed that you didn't book something on my birthday.
Well, it's certainly not through lack of trying, though, is it? You know, I mean, I'm very trying.
Oh, you're definitely trying. I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that, mate.
However, obviously, if we move something that you hinted at a little bit beforehand, in February, you might have seen our Facebook post. It was my birthday. It's my 44th birthday.
44.
44 years of age. 44 years of age. So it was my birthday in February, so I was kind of happy that it was a little bit of a quieter February, because obviously it leads up to my birthday's at the end of the month, so obviously it gives me something to look forward to that way. So,
and you're happy it's a busy March.
And I'm happy it's a busy March.
Because you don't have to show your face again in the pub.
This is it, and we're coming to this in a moment. So, if we rewind... I don't know how many years I'm going back. Is it 5 years we're going back?
I think it's 5, mate, yeah.
See, I had in my head it was at least that, but I didn't.
It might even be a bit more.
I thought it was a little bit more.
It might be.
I thought it was maybe 7 in truth. I thought it was both.
Well, it's not 7 because Matt was my 50th.
Right, okay.
And we had a 50th party.
Yes, you had the 50th, so it's got to be after that. So maybe it was 6 then. Maybe it was 6 years
It wasn't even me, but what we're talking about wasn't even my birthday, was it?
No, it was just a barbecue.
It was just a barbecue in the summer.
So anyway, let's, argument's sake, say 6 years. Rewind 6 years. And the big man decides he's having a barbecue. And in fact, it was at your old house as well, wasn't it? It was your old house. It's got to be maybe 7 years ago. 7 years ago. It's got to
be something like that. Because I think we've been here 5, actually, when I think about it.
Yeah, so it's got... Anyway, big man decides having a barbecue. invites go out. Yours truly is invited. I do my usual, bring round some meat, bring round some drinks. Let's have an enjoyable time. Let's enjoy ourselves. Now, you might have heard us talk about this before. You might not have. If you have, please just indulge us for a moment. So, big man stood there behind the barbecue.
With a mountain of food.
Mountain. It was. He's absolutely cooking up a storm. Now, picture that the hottest day of the year in sunny Blackpool.
Oh, it was magic, wasn't it?
It was unbelievable. It was cracking the flags. It really was. Absolutely really was. So I said I'd look after the big man and I'd get his drinks in for him, which I did. I proceeded to do that all the time, regardless what the request was. Oh, just top it up, just get us another one in, etc., etc. I'm not going to go into masses of detail. I'm obviously trying to make myself look all right here. But simply, I looked after the big man. I looked after him, and I made sure he had a drink that he could drink from all the time whilst he was stood in front of a hot barbecue on the hottest day of the year. Now, to me, that's what friends are for.
Yeah.
That's exactly what friends are for.
Okay. So, I'll go along with that now.
Okay, yeah.
But, you know, that friend looking after me resulted in me nearly burning my gazebo down. It was like the towering inferno of a fire pit with... I'm not even going to say it. We'll get bad comments in it. Anyway, I nearly burnt the gazebo down. I decided I was going to go and have a swim in the hot tub. Now, everyone knows you can only sit in a hot tub. But I decided I was going to go and have a swim, so I took the lid off. I made sure it was at temperature. I got my little Y-fronts on. And then, you're not going to believe this, but I ran the length of the garden and I dived headfirst into the hot tub. That hot tub's leaked ever since. I'm sure I've cracked the plastic. But I cracked my head off the mould. I come back up like all cross-eyed. And then an hour after that, I was asleep on the couch.
Whilst the party was still going.
While the party was ongoing. And I woke up 6 a.m. and there were just people laid all over my floor.
Decimated.
Absolutely decimated everywhere. And I missed the majority of it.
So we fast forward to 2026.
All right.
And venue, it just so happens, it's on a Saturday. Birthday fell on a Saturday this year. Brilliant. We picked a venue in town that we know very well. We know who does the karaoke. We absolutely love her. We think she's amazing. Let's go down there. And let's put the invite out to a few people. This is where we'll be. If you can make it, great. If you're going to make it for half an hour, fine. Stop in, say hello. It doesn't matter. Stay for as long as you want. Leave when you want. This is where we'll be. Come down, enjoy yourself. So that's what we did. That's what we did. We simply got down there, sat down at about 7 o'clock and had a laugh and a joke, drank, sang a few songs, and went home quite nicely. That summed it up really well.
There was a little bit more than that.
No, there wasn't.
So I actually played really clever in turning up late.
You did box clever on that
I
one.
did not want to appear to be too keen.
Yes, to be
and
there.
Therefore, lifting your guard.
Yes.
I wanted you to have already had a drink.
A couple. Yes.
And I wanted to just slide in there under the radar. To do my work.
Yes. Which you did.
I did
tremendously well.
I did it really, really
tremendously well.
Now again, my friend's a professional. He's a teacher and he runs a band. So we're not going to go into any details. Those that were there,
they know. They know.
But let's just say, I'm a drinker. I can drink. And I think for about 7 or 8 drinks off the trot, my glass didn't even touch the table.
That's extremely correct.
It went in my hands, a double, and I necked it, making you neck yours.
Making me neck
and
mine.
then another one would come.
And the truth of the matter is, on a normal night, when we do the Christmas gatherings, all the rest of it, I'm fine with the drinking.
Oh, absolutely.
It's shots and it's all that other nonsense.
Because we do it at a reasonable pace.
Exactly.
Now, the barmaid told me, Tez, I can see you're trying to get that lad leathered. So I'm going to make it quicker for you and cheaper for you. Get him one of these buzz balls. Make him drink it in one and it'll do him in. So I got him one. I made him drink it in one.
You did that.
And I could definitely see a difference. So I went to the bar and I got another one with another 10 shots and another double. And we made him drink it all. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. And now I'm not going to go any further other than to say when Chris went to bed that night, he had something in the bed with him.
To support, just in case the alcohol did not want to stay in its location. I can simply say I have never, ever been in the state I was in on my 44th birthday. So you certainly got your own back on that one. And for those that were there, they did then get a text message the next day saying, oh my God, I'm mortified at my actions. And I mean, let's be honest now, there's some people that do deserve a bit of a mention. Wayne deserves a mention.
That guy, he's a saint, by the way.
He put up with a lot.
He did.
He put up with a lot. And I won't be living it down with Wayne for a long time. A long time, and I know that. But no, out of everybody, I think the biggest sort of thank you and also sorry for putting up with so much would have to go to Rue, Noodle and Cal, I think. Majority Rue, but obviously Noodle and Cal had to deal with
I wish
parts.
I'd been staying over yours that night.
I bet you do. I bet you
I
do.
wish it, and like things would have been a whole lot different.
Massively
You'd have been in a garden.
Although, just like you saying woke up at 6 o'clock and that was you, ding, bright as a light, everything. I was pretty much the same. I think
you rang me early doors.
It was about 7:30 I woke up,
Yeah.
and I think it was an 8 o'clock phone call to
Yeah,
yourself.
it was, yeah.
And that was it. Absolutely bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, no problems, and then I proceeded to then hear about the evening. So, obviously, some people that have been to JBB gigs, my brother sometimes turns up, and there's always a specific song we drag him up for. So, I've never been blackout drunk where I can't remember an evening. Never in my life. This, I can now say, it's happened.
Yeah, you remember getting up, don't you?
I remember being called up by our friend who does the karaoke, and she announced the Jack Brothers to come up and to sing 500 Miles. I can remember the song. I can remember getting introduced to go up. I can remember going up and grabbing the microphone. Nothing after that. So, congratulations, Tez. You did get me back. Although, for anybody who is obviously listening, we don't want the comments to be going off. There was no malice in it. There was no mean streak in it. It's two friends who... It's two friends who do actually care about each other and do look after each other. And it's just been one of those running jokes that we've had. I basically poured you too many that night. You've then obviously returned the favour and poured me too many this night.
But I did make sure you got to the car. I did make sure you got in the car.
Yes, you did.
Make sure you managed to get your way home.
You did. And
So,
again,
very responsible.
true friendship.
Yeah.
True friendship. So I think we've caught them up on JBB and also my birthday shenanigans in a simple format.
Yeah.
And
it's so tempting to go into details. But we won't.
Well, I'm sure we've got an odd snippet, not of anything that will be too damning, shall we say, but I'm sure there's possibly an odd snippet of a video or a photo from that evening.
I'm sure we can find something.
Not necessarily from the evening once I got home, but from the evening.
Show me what you got.
So, we might be able to drop in an odd video, little snippet here and there, and you might just be able to tell just how inebriated I actually was. I think is the nicest way we can put that.
Yeah.
And
so,
yes,
2026 is an exciting year.
An exciting year. Why is it an exciting year?
For the big man.
Ah, right. Go
So
on.
Visions by Design, as you know.
Yes.
Visions by Design. I've been doing these photo shoots for just over a year, maybe a year and a half.
Yep.
I've come along a long way with it. I was offered the opportunity to take over a studio. So 2025, what I really wanted to do, I didn't go on holiday because my plan in 2025 was to get a photography studio.
Yes.
So my friend Brian, he wasn't using his studio in Chorley. So me and Steve, we used that studio for a little while. We paid the rent. It was still his studio. We just got access to it.
And of course, I've been down, photo shoots,
Yeah,
Christmas
you've been, yeah,
photo shoots,
absolutely.
everything. It's been absolutely brilliant.
It's a lovely little place.
Love
And
it.
we know what we're doing there as well.
Oh, yeah, love it.
Come towards the end of the year, Brian needed to get rid of it completely. So me and Steve had a chat and we officially took it over in November. So the studio is now Visions by Design and it's owned by myself and my friend Steve.
Tremendous.
So that's the first bit of good news.
Superb.
As we went into 2026, we started hosting our own photography workshops. So I will book a model, we will come up with a theme, and then we sell tickets for other people to come to our photography workshop and we teach them lighting techniques, posing techniques, how to shoot with the model, all that kind of thing. And that's going really well. So a couple of them have sold out. A couple of them have been a bit quiet, but we are in the beginning of the year.
Yep.
A couple of them have sold out. We've got another one coming up in April, which is almost sold out now. So yeah, that's all going really well.
Superb.
Another thing that we've been doing is we've been really looking after people that suffer from mental health issues.
Yes.
So this is something that's really close to my heart and to Steve. Steve, he was in the army, he fought for his country, and then basically he got injured and he's kind of been left to his own devices. So like a lot of ex-squaddies, he suffered from depression, he's gone through some tough times. So he's the perfect person to be able to help other people that have gone through similar tough times. Myself, obviously, as people know, I've got this illness that's left me feeling a bit down in the dumps from time to time. I didn't have the best upbringing, split up with parents and all that kind of jazz. I'm not going to go into details, but again, it's been a tough life, and we both big advocates for mental health. So we set up a little mental health group, and the last Thursday of every month, we host a free photo shoot for anyone that's underprivileged is a word I don't like to use. Let's just say it's a fully inclusive. So if you have always wanted to shoot in a studio but haven't had the means to be able to do it, there's an opportunity for you to be able to do that. If you struggle with mental health issues or you're low on confidence, that's what these shoots are about. So we hire a model. Me and Steve pay for that out of our own pockets, and we invite 6, 7, 8 people to come along. We have a social evening, we have a brew, we have a chat, we take some photos and we do some teaching. So that's something else that's been ongoing.
And I think, to jump in there, Tez, from a mental health perspective, I know there's been times when my mental health has suffered for one reason or another, and it's been people that support you, that have been there,
Absolutely.
that have been able to talk to, just even talk.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anything else. Sometimes it can just be just sitting there with them, watching the telly.
Yeah.
Because, everybody suffers at some point. Everybody has down points. How you deal with it is completely different. How you can deal with it, how you work with it is completely different. But having someone, and for some people, they don't have someone. So what you've then created is that opportunity to go, I can go somewhere.
Absolutely.
I can put my glad rags on if I want to, or I can turn up in my pyjamas.
Absolutely.
However I'm feeling, I'm not going to be judged.
Nope.
I'm going to be able just to be included. I'm going to have an opportunity to try something out. And it's in my opinion, it's such a great thing that you and Steve do as part of your Visions by Design journey. It's absolutely superb. It really is.
Well, it's evolved.
It's evolved further.
So we've done a little bit of work, Steve and I, for a company in Liverpool called Iconic CIC. So they deal with, again, let's just say underprivileged. It's a fully inclusive kind of group. So they deal with people that want to come into modelling or creativity and fashion.
Right.
And there's a couple of times we've been invited down where we've gone down for free and we've done catwalk photo shoots. There was another thing that they did with disabled children that wanted to get into fashion. So we went along and we took photographs of these children. None of these photographs will ever be shown by Visions by Design because obviously it's just not the right thing to do. But those families got those photographs and the groups that were doing that got those photographs. Anyway, Gemma was so impressed that she actually invited us or asked us would we be interested in setting up another CIC company with her. Now this will be based in the Chorley area. It will cover Preston, Chorley, Blackpool, kind of the Lancashire kind of area. We're going to get some funding, hopefully, from the likes of the National Lottery. And the aim is that we're going to, again, do inclusive training. We're going to offer a photography course. It's going to be a 20-week full photography course. It'll be free of charge. We'll supply all the equipment, all the training. It's going to be based on employability. So once these people have done the course, it's a pathway into a career in photography. We're going to teach them about landscape, we're going to teach them about lighting, we're going to teach them about portraiture, as well as obviously the basics. So when they leave that course after 20 weeks, they've got every opportunity to then go into some kind of role or continue their learning to go into some kind of role.
That's a massive opportunity.
So we come up with a company, it's called Refocus and Rise. So for those people that might have had hard times over the last few years, this is an opportunity for them to get involved in a group where they can refocus their attentions and they can rise from the depths of despair into something where hopefully they can get something really good out of it. And I've got one more little surprise.
I was going to say we're going to have to put a link to Refocus and
We'll put that on there, yeah, no
on
problem.
JBB website,
Yeah.
on our Facebooks. We will also assist, obviously, in letting you get to Refocus and Rise. And obviously, if you want to book in with Tez, you can either get him through his Visions by Design or you can contact us as well at JBB. I'm saying us because we are JBB as well. Please do. Please reach out. Please don't sit there and suffer in silence.
Absolutely not.
Or if any of the photography courses or the photography ideas have piqued your interest, then please do. I mean, Tez, I know you've got one more bit to go, but I mean, I've seen some of the photo shoots that you do, and I mean, the work is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely outstanding, some of the photos.
I'm really proud of where I've got
And,
to.
well, also with the Facebook group as well that you have, we see the photos from other people that have attended.
Yeah.
And I saw one recently, and I was talking about the model had a lot of tattoos, and I'm a tattoo fan.
Yeah.
I know you're not particularly, you know.
No, I'm not into tattoos,
particularly
really.
a massive tattoo fan.
No.
But I mean, I'm a tattoo fan, and she had a large back piece.
Yeah.
Was one of the pieces she had, and one of the photos that somebody who attended.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't remember their name. But,
It was Miles.
was it Miles? But so Miles attended one of these, this particular one with this particular model, and the photo that he put up was actually a photo. I mean, it was a dark and sort of background. He'd just worked on it. It was his first one, doing all the touch-ups, the edits, and everything that way. And he'd posted the photo, and it looked absolutely stunning.
So the one last thing I want to touch on before I tell you the last surprise.
Go on.
It is a CIC company, so for those that don't know, it's a community-based company. It's a non-profit organisation. So everything that we do, everything that we want to do, and everything that we do in the future is only can happen with funding. So we're going to be getting funding from the likes of the lottery. There's a couple of other aspects where we can maybe get a little bit of funding. It can only be done at certain times a year. Believe it or not, ASDA do funding for anything in the community. Yeah, they'll give you up to, I'm not sure if it's 1,000 or 1,500, but it's closed now for the year. It's done in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
They distribute their funds, and then that's it. So I'll keep my eye out for that coming back open again. I'm not sure if it opens for a second time, but we'll keep my eye on that. But everything that we do is going to come from external funding. So if anybody out there does want to donate, I need cameras, I need lenses, obviously money, anything like that, let me just put your mind at rest. We will not make a penny out of any of this. It all goes to helping other people and helping them to help themselves. Anyway, the surprise.
The surprise. Go on. I'm looking forward to this.
So the 20 people, the 20-week photography course,
Yes.
we've decided today we're going to limit it to 5 people. So 5 people, we'll supply them with 5 cameras, 5 lenses, 5 memory cards. We'll teach them all of the photography, and for any of the people that complete the full 20 weeks, there'll be a little test at the end.
Okay.
There is no pass or fail. It's so that we know and we can see how much you've taken in and what kind of job we've done. And for anyone that does that and completes that, they'll get a little certificate at the end, which is not an accredited certificate. It's just a course completed,
A well done.
kind of certificate. And if you get a certificate, you will be invited to a trip before the end of this year onto the NC 500. We're going to start off at Glencoe. We're going to go to Ugarte Castle. We're going to go to Scowry Campsite. We're going to go to Smoo Cave. We're going to go to Balconeel Beach. We're going to go across to Dunnet Head Sea Stacks. We're going to go to John O'Groats. And that trip will be free of charge for every single person that takes part on the course and completes the full 20 weeks.
Wow.
How's that, eh?
That's amazing. And I'm assuming when you're doing all these stops, there's going to be photo shoots going
Absolutely,
on.
yeah. So the reason we've picked all the places that I've picked, it's took a lot of time to put it together, is because we'll be able to do all different kinds of lighting.
Oh, amazing.
There's a couple of waterfalls we'll be stopping at, so we can do some long exposure stuff with the waterfalls.
Oh, I love long exposure photos.
There'll be sunset shoots so we have to take 5 members of staff. 2 members of those staff happen to be models as well as old and safeguarding
superb.
qualifications. So we can do model photography in the sunsets or the sunrise. There's going to be castles, there's going to be rivers, there's going to be a cave with a waterfall in it. Check that out. Then you've got the beach. Then you've got sea stacks towering out of the water. And I hope and pray that on that day it's misty and cloudy and teeming it down with rain, because I think that's where we'll get the best shot.
That just sounds absolutely
And then at
amazing.
John O'Groats you've got bright coloured houses all the way, like a long line of bright coloured houses where we'll be able to do that. A little fishing port to take pictures, and then of course the sign
That just sounds amazing.
that everybody sees.
That sounds absolutely amazing.
And we've managed to put it together on a budget. Just.
Wow.
So the lottery provide a set amount of budget, and we will be just inside. Well, to be honest with you, I think we'll be about 135 quid over. But Steve and I will make the difference with that to make sure that it can go ahead. But there's going to be minibuses, there's going to be camping. The girls, like Gemma and some of the girls, the models, they want to stay in a camper van, so there's going to be a camper van for them. But it'll work because we'll be able to cook meals in the camper van rather than having to go and spend money on meals.
Yep.
So it all kind of works out. It's going to be really, really good. I'm really, 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 really pleased with how it's all come together.
Very lucky people then. 5 very lucky people.
So that's my news.
That's massive news.
I know.
That is massive.
And you didn't have a clue, did you?
I had no idea. Well, I think we're all proud of you. We're all very proud of you, what you do and how you do it, and how much you put in and how much you give back.
Yeah.
It's absolutely massive. Absolutely massive.
The honest,
really is.
the honest to God truth is, I don't make a penny out of anything I do.
No.
I do it obviously as a hobby for myself.
Yep.
Gets me out there.
Yep.
It ensures that I have a good mental health, rather than just sitting watching telly, twiddling my thumbs or whatever else you get up to.
No, totally.
I'm out there, I'm doing something, but then at the same time I'm able to help other people, which gives me an even bigger buzz.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great. Over the moon with it.
That's superb. Superb news. Superb news. I think from there, I think we're
pretty much caught up, aren't we?
I think we've caught everybody up really with what the goings on are in JBB and Visions by Design.
Absolutely.
I think that's everything covered.
And refocus and rise.
And refocus and rise.
Seriously.
Yes. So we're going to sign off this one. When are we doing our next one? It's going to be another 3 months, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another 3 months. What's that?
Well,
this one drops in April.
Yeah, so this will
It's
drop April, so May, June, July is the next one will drop.
Yep.
But what it'll do is it'll give us a chance. By the time we do that one, I'll have been on holiday.
Yes. Yeah.
Will you have been on holiday?
No.
You'll be due to go.
I'll be due to go on holiday.
Right, yeah.
I'll be due to... In fact, when this one drops, we potentially will be going to well, we will be, not potentially, we will be going to see Luke Combs in concert in Scotland.
Glasgow.
Yeah, in Glasgow.
Is it Glasgow or
Yeah,
Edinburgh?
I think it's Glasgow.
Yeah.
It's Glasgow, Scotland. We're going to see. So we'll be going to see him. So we're going to be rather excited about that one, really, aren't we? Let's be honest now.
When is it we go to see the other guy?
Oh, now you're asking me. Oh, I think it's November. I think it's November before we go and see the other guy.
Hey, hang on a
Oh,
minute.
no. April we go and see him.
Is it?
It's April, yeah.
Wow, so it's not far off.
It's not far off, yeah, next
Did
month.
you get an email today inviting you to go for the pre-sale for Country to Country?
For Manchester?
Oh, no, it's tomorrow, isn't it? It's Wednesday.
It's
we're on
tomorrow,
Tuesday still,
yeah,
aren't
we're
we?
on Tuesday, yeah.
See, I've been that busy, I don't even know what day it is.
Although, let's be honest now, because we are country fans, if you don't already know that, and C2C Country to Country have announced they're going to come to Manchester next year, which for us, as country
Exciting.
fans, it's massive. It's massive. Obviously, we've always wanted to go to London or Glasgow or even Belfast to go and see Country to Country, but
You need a passport, don't you?
well, for Belfast for definite. But I mean, obviously, with different commitments and whatever else, we've just never had the opportunity to be able to go. Yes, we can do it. So we're really excited with Manchester just being on our doorstep, as it
Absolutely.
were. It makes it a little bit better. So yeah, so on our next one, we'll have seen Cooper Allen. We'll have seen Cooper Allen. We'll be on the verge of just going to see Luke Combs, and hopefully we'll be C2C ticket holders
Yeah.
for Manchester as well.
And I will have had my holiday.
You'll have had your holiday.
You'll be ready for your
I'll
holiday.
be ready for my holiday.
And we'll have done a shed load more gigs.
I'm a shed.
And hopefully we'll be smack bang in the middle of doing my photography class.
Yes, most definitely.
So
Most definitely. A lot of things to look forward to and a lot of things to tune into for the next Van Sessions. Thanks very much for listening. We hope you've enjoyed it.
stay safe, guys.